Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally official. Rekha Gupta is the next Chief Minister of Delhi. The battle for power and prestige for the BJP in Delhi has culminated in a decisive mandate for the Saffron Party. It returns to the national capital after 27 years with a woman at the helm of governance. The double engine of Modi, Rekha Gupta, is all set to chug into Delhi, ending Aam Aadmi Party's incumbency with the promise of Vikas. After all, the tagline of her entire campaign was Kaam Hi Pehchan. Nari Shakti has always been the cornerstone of Prime Minister Modi's policies, and he has always said that women-led development is the true path to Vikas. So let's tell you a bit about this BJP Karyakarta who went from being a first-time MLA to the fourth woman Chief Minister of Delhi. Rekha Gupta won from the Shalimar Bagh seat but has been a BJP Karyakarta for over 3 decades, starting her career in 1992. Rising up the ranks of Delhi University Students' Union to the ABVP, Rekha Gupta later played a critical role in BJP Mahila Morcha. She has also had administrative experience as a councillor. But what's the winning formula for the BJP's top brass to pick Rekha Gupta? Let's break down the caste and the gender equations which may have been crucial in swinging the vote her way. Rekha Gupta belongs to the Banya community, which is a sizable caste in Delhi. 66% of this community voted for the BJP, while 25% voted for the Aam Aadmi Party and only 7% for the Congress Party. This is a traditional vote base of the BJP that had gone away from it. Historically, this has been a strong voter base for the BJP. In 2015 polls as well, 60% of this community voted for the BJP, and in 2020 Delhi elections, this went down to about 53%. This time it's back to 66%. The choice of Rekha Gupta will also resonate with the women voters of Delhi. After all, in 2025 Delhi elections, 43% of Mahilas voted for the BJP, while 51% of the men voted for the Saffron Party. And it is this woman vote that even Kejriwal was fined for. Watch what the next Chief Minister, Rekha Gupta, had to say in her first ever interview as CM-elect to Times Now's Pragya Kaushik.
पहला रिएक्शन, कांग्रेचुलेशंस ऑन बीइंग सीएम। बहुत बड़ा काम आपको पार्टी ने दिया है, क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
धन्यवाद अपने शीर्ष नेतृत्व को, आदरणीय मोदी जी को, दिल्ली की जनता को।
कितना बड़ा दायित्व आपको दिया गया है पार्टी द्वारा, आपको लगता है जिम्मेदारी बहुत है? अगर दायित्व भी दिया गया तो जिम्मेदारी भी बहुत है।
बिल्कुल जिम्मेदारी है, बिल्कुल।
पहला काम आप लोग क्या करने वाले हैं? यमुना का सफाई तो शुरू हो गई है कि रेखा जी?
दिल्ली के लिए जो मोदी जी का विजन है उसको पूरा करना ही हमारा सर्वप्रथम उद्देश्य है।
तो आपको इसके बाद, आप अभी राजभवन जा रही हैं, उसके बाद This is exclusive conversation of Miss Rekha Gupta with Times Now, and she said that zimmedari to bahut hai, and I'm going to perform the role that has been given by the party.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining me on the News Hour tonight, Bharatiya, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist, Sanjay Jha, author, and the Congress leader, Sabha Naqvi, senior journalist, advocate Anmol Pawar, national spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, Vivek Srivastav, political analyst, and also joining us is Shekhar Iyer, senior journalist, and Gaurav Bhatia. It is to you that I ask the first question. The message, the reason for making Rekha Gupta the Chief Minister of Delhi, given the fact that she's already, in the LG's residence, presenting her credentials for taking oaths tomorrow and accompanied by the observers of the Delhi Baitak of all the MLAs. I want to ask you, what swung it in favor of Rekha Gupta for the BJP?
So, Navika, first of all, it's a very proud moment for every Delhiite as well as a BJP worker. I can say it's a proud moment for us also. There are various reasons for that. First of all, in the last 11 days, the kind of discipline that Rekha Gupta ji and the other elected MLAs have shown, it clearly reflects on how much depth the BJP ideology has. Every elected MLA is ready to serve the people of Delhi. They may have ambitions, but they always towed the BJP line and were like disciplined soldiers of the BJP. Now in Rekha Gupta ji, we have a few message that is very, very clear for the people of Delhi. First, she enjoys a very clean image, a very dedicated worker of the party. Now contrast this with Arvind Kejriwal, a person who was out on bail and who stuck to the chair of the chief minister, reversing all the commitments that he had made earlier. Second, as Narendra Modi ji has always said, Gyan, and N stands for Nari. This is also a very historic moment for the women of the country, because Rekha Gupta ji is an epitome of what women power could be and the vision of Narendra Modi ji. Third and foremost, I would say, is also the message that if you are a dedicated worker in the Bharatiya Janata Party, you need not be from a family, you need not have a dynastic name. But if you are hardworking, honest, sincere to the cause that the BJP espouses for the people of Delhi, you can rise to the highest constitutional positions, like being the Chief Minister of Delhi. And I think after 27, 28 years, from where Sushma Swaraj ji left, now Rekha Gupta ji has got the baton, and there are so many promises to fulfill, and we are sure that Delhi has got a very able Chief Minister designate in her.
Well, Gaurav Bhatia, I don't know why. For some reason, everything that you said, almost points towards Pravesh Verma. You said not from a family. So Pravesh Verma was from Sahab Singh Verma's family. So is that the reason why he was left out? Disciplined, did Pravesh Verma not act in discipline? I'm just asking.
Yeah. So for Pravesh Verma, also I would say that we are proud of the fact that he defeated Arvind Kejriwal. Arvind Kejriwal, who was full of self-awe, who said that is janam mein to Modi ji nahi hara sakte hain, and Pravesh Verma defeated that man. And I have known him personally. I want to say one thing. Name of Rekha Gupta ji was proposed by Pravesh Verma. So what does it show? It again reflects the discipline that every MLA of the BJP has. Second, I think he's been two-term member of parliament and he has earned his place. And people have reposed their faith in Pravesh Verma earlier as a member of parliament, now as an MLA. So my words, I would request you, should not be twisted to, bring in Pravesh Verma. Rather, we are equally proud of Pravesh Verma and many others whose names were doing the round, but today they are disciplined soldiers and they are not disappointed. Rather, they are celebrating that Rekha Gupta ji would be leading from the front.
Well, Gaurav Bhatia, journalists are allowed to ask all questions. So, at the start I did, and Anand Ranganathan is smiling. Anand Ranganathan, Gaurav Bhatia is almost giving me a sermon here. But what do you think are the reasons for Rekha Gupta ji's choice?
I'm not giving you a sermon, Navika. Sorry. You are doing your job. I am doing my job. I'm not giving you a sermon. Fair enough. But it's a moment to celebrate. Even being a woman, you would agree with me.
Absolutely, and a woman Chief Minister of Delhi, well, extremely heartening for women like me that women can make it to the top. Anand Ranganathan, how do you see this announcement, and what is the message the Prime Minister is trying to convey?
The message that he's conveyed is the message that he's conveyed over the past couple of years, which is till the last moment, no one other than Mr. Modi knows who's going to be the chief minister. And after the name is announced, months after those names, I dare say half the BJP Karyakartas don't know who the chief minister of many of the states is. But that as it may, my close sources tell me that Rekha ji is now the chief minister because she had expressly told a lot of BJP लीडर्स स्पेशली माय गुड फ्रेंड गौरव कि किसी भी हालत में मेरा नाम मत आगे लाना मैं पीछे बैकग्राउंड में रहूंगी तभी मेरे चांसेस हैं नो बट आई थिंक इट्स अ गुड थिंग आई थिंक इट्स अ वेलकम चेंज and you know the challenges are so daunting. I don't know where to begin, Navika. Let me just give you the facts therefore. The promises, quote unquote, welfare / freebie promises that BJP has promised the Delhi voters, on the back of which it has won this spectacular victory, are going to cost the Delhi exchequer upwards of 20,000 crores. Just the 2,500 per month to all eligible women is going to cost upwards of 13,000 crores. I'm not talking about the pensions, another 4,000 crores, free gas cylinders and 21,000 to every pregnant woman. This 20,000 crores is over and above the 40,000 crore budget deficit debt that Delhi has incurred for the first time in more than a decade. That is what the remnant of AAP government, so-called gift to the incoming government is. So that's a big problem, especially because the tax revenue of Delhi is not more than 55,000 crores. Now, you got to clean Yamuna, you got to do a lot of other stuff, education bucket, whatever, and please remember that the MCD, which right now might actually come to BJP as well, so it might not just be a double engine, but a triple engine. Coaches नहीं मिल रहे, मुझे engine ही engine दिखाई दे रहे, central government, Delhi state government, even MCD. It has a budget of only 17,000 crores. Did you know that 49% of Delhi is living in slums? That's the affidavit that was passed on the Supreme Court. 31 million Delhiites, out of which half of them are living in slums. How do you solve this problem? Where is the money going to come from? So these are the challenges that affect Ms. Rekha Gupta. I wish her all good luck. But unless the central government chips in big time, I think we are not going to see a lot of changes.
Well, but let me get in Advocate Anmol Pawar. Anmol Pawar, the fact is that this is a victory that the BJP has got after 32 years of relinquishing power. I also want to ask you, the fact that the BJP has made these promises, it will be looking to prove the Aam Aadmi Party wrong. So Anmol Pawar, while Arvind Kejriwal and Atishi ji have both congratulated Rekha Gupta ji, first things first, before we get to the challenges of the work at hand, will the Aam Aadmi Party attend the swearing in ceremony tomorrow?
Navika ji, it's good that after an indecision for 11 days, finally Delhi has a chief minister. And congratulations to Rekha Gupta ji. We hope that she will fulfill all the promises which have been made by the BJP leaders. And because the concern of the people is that those who have built temporary classrooms after being in government for 25 years, would they be able to provide world-class education? Those who have spent 48,000 crores on cleaning river Ganga, and despite that, we have seen day before yesterday, the Central Pollution Control Board, their own watchdog, has said that the water is not clean. And even the Supreme Court and NGT has imposed fine to the tunes of crores. Whether they'll be able to clean Yamuna as the claims they have made in the past, those who, under whose rule the criminals are roaring, whether they'll be able to provide good law and order in Delhi, जिसके लिए लोग इंतजार कर रहे हैं पिछले 10 साल से.
It's a little rich.
So these are
Anmol Pawar, it's a little rich coming from you. यमुना की तरफ आपने 10 साल देखा नहीं, अभी आप लेक्चर दे रहे हैं बीजेपी को. आप भी तो देख सकते थे यमुना की तरफ. At least Yamuna has started, the cleaning has already started over the last 10 days. But Gaurav Bhatia, is it a little rich, the lessons that Anmol Pawar is giving the BJP tonight?
ये 10 साल से कर लेते ना काम, किसने रोका था? ये गंगा साफ कर देते हम.
आपको किसने रोका था?
ये कहते हैं कि हमने साफ कर दी 48,000 करोड़ रुपए लगा के. 48 भाई अब तो ये आ गए सत्ता में, अब ये कर दें. The women are eagerly waiting for their 2,500 which are to be sent to their accounts by 8th of March. 17 दिन रह गए बस, दे दें.
All right. All right.
Yes.
I mean, the ones who have made big promises, grand promises to the people of Delhi, the biggest challenge before them is that they have not been able to implement this in 20 states. तो देखते हैं दिल्ली में करके दिखाते हैं, बहुत अच्छी बात है. We will support the government for the development and
All
welfare
right,
of people.
Anmol Pawar, hold on. Gaurav Bhatia is responding to you.
You know, looking at the AAP spokesperson, I can only say one thing. Rassi jal gayi, lekin bal nahi gaya. The negative politics continues. The naysayers will do what they are best at. Navika, let me make it very clear. What are the priorities of the newly formed BJP government when tomorrow Rekha Gupta ji would take the oath as the chief minister? To fulfill to all the promises that we have made, we have to ensure that every promise is honored. And that is why you would see as double engine ki sarkar will start working, there would be complete collaboration, there would be cohesiveness of ideas and action. Second, I think Aam Aadmi Party has a lot to worry. The two main reasons I'll tell you. We all know that 14 CAG reports that had to be placed before the House, before the Assembly, that will be done. And therefore, Arvind Kejriwal has a lot to worry. Second, there is a lot of infighting in the Aam Aadmi Party right now. Bhagwant Mann even is afraid that he might be sacked as the chief minister because the ambitious, corrupt Arvind Kejriwal wants to be the next chief minister of Punjab. We don't need to be reminded.
Let me interrupt you just for a minute, Gaurav Bhatia, because all the MLAs as well as Rekha Gupta with the two senior observers are just entering Raj Bhavan. In fact, that is where they will present their claim to form the government and for the swearing-in ceremony to be held tomorrow. And there are visuals of the entire team of MLAs entering Raj Bhavan for a meeting with the Delhi Lieutenant Governor, Mr. Saxena, who is likely then to call the BJP to form the government and to take oath for Rekha Gupta to take oath as Chief Minister. Gaurav, go on.
Yes, thank you. No, Navika, I just want to make a few things clear. You know, it is not the pressure that the Aam Aadmi Party will put on the BJP that will force us to fulfill the promises. I think there is a lot of energy even amongst the elected MLAs. The Bharatiya Janata Party has a vision. We have a dynamic leader like Narendra Modi ji who would be guiding the CM designate. So these promises have to be kept and these promises have to be fulfilled. After all, the citizenry of Delhi have reposed their faith in us. But I would just say that Aam Aadmi Party should learn from the BJP that even though we only had 8 MLAs in the earlier assembly, we played the role of a constructive opposition. We ensured that Arvind Kejriwal is made accountable for all his misdeeds, and Aam Aadmi Party should also at least learn from the BJP and play a constructive role as an opposition in the assembly.
Well, Sanjay Jha, Rekha Gupta, 4th woman chief minister after Sushma Swaraj, Sheila Dikshit, Atishi, now Rekha Gupta. Women and Delhi closely connected, and considering the fact that it is the women vote that could have swung this election in favor of the BJP. Correct decision by the BJP?
I don't know. That I think only time will tell whether it's a correct decision or it'll boomerang. I have no idea. But I do believe that she needs to be congratulated and wished all the very best. It's a very critical portfolio. It's a small state, but it's a very sensitive portfolio. I would just like to add one point. Probably she will do well, because at least the Lieutenant Governor, I hope, will not infringe upon her executive functioning. Something that, let's be honest, that Aam Aadmi Party was hamstrung by. My friend Gaurav Bhatia, when he mentioned double-engine Sarkar, I was also reminded, actually, Gaurav, that even Manipur happens to be a part of the country, and we saw what double-engine Sarkar did there. I think the world can actually Google and see what a dismal failure you have been. But I want to point out one thing, Navika, that end of day, this is also about the domination of the RSS on the BJP. I just saw a brief profile that somebody sent to me on Rekha Gupta ji, and it's very clear that there is a major RSS ideological, shall we say, history that she has. And I think the BJP is basically telling the people of this country that we are going to be driven, we are going to be monitored, and we will be taking decisions only after RSS's approval. So I keep wondering, why does RSS even pretend to be a socio-cultural organization? Why doesn't it merge with the BJP and become a political outfit? But I was a little intrigued by the timing. You and I were together in the Times Now studio. We had a lovely day, actually. Not a very lovely day because I think the Congress got demolished. But that was 11 days ago. And I'm wondering at the timing, because today...
Freudian slip. Freudian slip.
Freudian
Sanjay Jha, we did have a lovely day. So what if the Congress had a zero to show for it? But we did have a lovely day. We can have lovely days even when the Congress posts a zero. How does it matter?
Yeah. So
in any case, they don't recognize good talent like you have.
So Navika, here is my point. I was thinking about the timing. I'm not trying to be just rhetorical, but today the big headline should have been, and is actually in many places, is the US Security Exchange Commission writing to the Indian government to send summons to Mr. Gautam Adani. And I think clearly I have a feeling that Mr. Modi's government, always the masters in headline management, have probably timed it to create a diversionary story.
Oh my God. Talk of conspiracy theories, Anand Ranganathan. The swearing in would be on the 20th, was decided on Monday. But Sanjay Jha, the Oscar for, hyping it up and making it sound like something has just been done just goes to you, hands down. You have no competition, Anand. You want to respond to him?
No, absolutely. But, talking of lovely days, yes, indeed, we all had lovely day, when Sanjay was also around during the election day. And please remember that the Delhi Pradesh Congress Committee chief said that is bar ka zero is different from pishli bar ka zero. So, there is something to cheer about for the Congress. There's always look at the brighter side. There's always silver lining that every cloud has. This time zero is different from the previous time zero. So I wish them all good luck. But as far as the opposition is concerned, now, something has to be said out here. Most prominent opposition leaders, let's be very honest about it, and particularly when the CAG reports are tabled very recently, in the coming days, are going to be in jail. There is no two ways about it. So I would say that this time round, Delhi is yet again going to be running a government without an opposition. Now, is that good? Is that bad? What is the reflection that we've seen? As far as the center is concerned, we've had a terribly disruptive opposition that hasn't allowed anything to function in the parliament in the name of democracy. Will we say the same as far as the anarchists ruling the riot in Delhi assembly? Let's wait and see.
Well, let me ask that of Anmol Pawar. Anmol Pawar, Atishi, leader of opposition, Sir Arvind Kejriwal has lost the election, or will she pay the price for, dancing and celebrating on the day of elections, even though her party had lost and her chief had lost?
Navika ji, although we have lost the elections, but 44% people of Delhi have voted for us, and although the Bharatiya Janata Party used all its might, misused the investigative agencies and tried to malign the image of Arvind Kejriwal, countless raids, numerous investigations were made against us, but yet nothing has been proved. आज तक कुछ साबित नहीं हुआ. छवि खराब करने का प्रयास बहुत किया गया. तो जो अब ये यहाँ पे भाषण दे रहे हैं कि जी जेल में जाएंगे और ये करेंगे, तो भैया कुछ साबित तो करो पहले.
साबित तो कर देंगे, पर एलओपी कौन होगा? एलओपी कौन होगा ये तो बता दो.
केजरीवाल
एलओपी कौन होगा? आपको भी तो 12 दिन मिल गए थे, आपने भी डिसाइड कर ही लिया होगा.
नहीं, हमने तो अभी तो हम दिल्ली की जनता इंतजार कर रही थी कि मुख्यमंत्री का चेहरा कौन होगा. हम 12 दिन नहीं लगाएंगे, हम कल तय कर लेंगे जरूर. 1-2 दिन का आप समय दीजिए, जरूर तय कर लेंगे.
Well, Sabha Naqvi, Rekha Gupta, BJP Karyakarta from Dusu, ABVP, right up to, working in the municipal corporations, was a corporator, and now the chief minister of Delhi. Rising up the ranks was the vice president of the Mahila Morcha. Is there a message that you see? You've covered the BJP for a long time. You've looked at it from close quarters. Is there a message that the BJP is sending out?
Absolutely, Navika. And I think they've done a very correct thing because the BJP is now increasingly ruling more and more states. And it is a statement when you have Ladki Behen, Ladli Behen, you have so many schemes for women and you don't have a woman chief minister. And just think of it, they have just now defeated a party that had a woman chief minister, and the next significant election, I mean, Bihar is, of course, very important, but there the ally is the chief minister, is with a very strong woman chief minister. So the BJP, with its innate wisdom, has done the correct thing, especially when women are voting in a distinct way. Also, having covered the BJP at one time so significantly, I knew the three earlier ones who had always been Uma Bharti. Actually, one knew her the best because she was very friendly with the media. Then there was Sushma Swaraj. All of us who went to Parliament knew her. And of course, Vasundhara Raje. There have been three. All of them were distinctly strong women. In fact, it's interesting. They had differences within the whole structure of the BJP at different times, very dramatically so. But this is the structure that also produced them. So the BJP has had three women chief ministers. This is the fourth one. And I think it's important that Chief Minister of Delhi was a woman, and we are going to get a woman. And in Bengal, there is currently the only chief minister right now is a woman, is Mamata Banerjee, who is a powerful woman chief minister. So it's a wise decision by the BJP, according to me. It's also symbolically important, no, Navika, that you have a woman, that the BJP has so many men in place, and they have looked at caste, they have looked at community, they have somebody here, someone there, they have given a lot of representation to tribals, in particular in their selections, be it from Chhattisgarh to Odisha. So this is important. So I must say that this is a good, needed decision. We must have some more. We should have more women than we have in representative electoral politics. Plus, she ticks all the right boxes as far as I'm concerned, as far as the collegiate culture of the RSS and BJP is concerned. She has come through the ranks. Experience in student politics, she's had it. Mahila Morcha, she's got it. Municipal corporation, yes. She's been there also. And now she has she lost one assembly election, but she's stuck to that seat and she's won one again. So to me, it sounds like a good choice by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Absolutely. Shekhar Iyer, I want to ask you about the way forward. Are we going to see more politics? Because there in the visuals, we can see the Lieutenant Governor presenting a bouquet to the Chief Minister-elect, the swearing-in ceremony expected tomorrow. How do you see politics in Delhi from now on? Will Arvind Kejriwal have to give a woman as an opposition leader, given that the women vote is just so important in Delhi, number one? Number two, many people may think that his statement about that Atishi was a temporary chief minister was an affront to women, and would he want to make amends for that? Or will Atishi's dance at the end of the victory day, when she won the election, Arvind Kejriwal, and the party lost the election, will cost her that position? How do you see the politics between now and the next few months?
Well, Navika, I think Arvind Kejriwal may be regretting the fact that he made this election to be Fir Lage Kejriwal, when he could have actually projected Atishi. But he didn't do that. That apart, I think the politics forward is about delivery. Because Kejriwal, Atishi and all AAP leaders are going to have a hawk-like approach and see where the BJP slips. Now the question is, why was Rekha Gupta chosen? Rekha Gupta was chosen, yes, she had ticked several boxes, but I think Prime Minister was looking for a first time, a fresher, who has a clean image and who is serious about delivery on the ground. And people to remember as a councillor of North Pitambura, Uttam Pitambura, where her conduct as a councillor and later as a mayor of the South Delhi Municipal Corporation. She was seen more active on the ground in terms of municipal services, doing follow-ups, listening to grievances. So she has come with that kind of image who is totally clued into civic affairs. A. B. She has also been working on the women welfare front. She started her own Sumedh Yojana for women of deprived classes. So she has a welfare orientation in terms of her work. That is something that was always on the PM's mind. I mean, I would like to confess, on the day the results came, I was told by a senior BJP source that Rekha Gupta is among the freshers who we should watch out, because she has a kind of a track record, non-controversial, doesn't talk any other thing other than about the Delhi civic affairs, and the fact that PM has already rolled out a plan for Delhi. Delhi is going to be a model state, and Prime Minister is investing his own self in this. He has given his own guarantee. So here you will see Rekha Gupta as a person who will be executing the plans in terms of showcasing Delhi as a model development, as one of the best world capitals. These are serious challenges. The politics is going to be about that. So if Kejriwal is serious about combating BJP, he has a heavy task. As does Rekha.
Absolutely, the BJP will have to deliver. They have made promises. It's 27 years later, they have a fresh chief minister in Delhi, and clearly the countdown to the delivery begins now. But for now, well, the Delhi chief minister at the LG residence, the formality is being undertaken, the claim to form the government and the swearing in being given to the lieutenant governor there, Mr. Saxena. And with that, of course, it is a new innings for the BJP, a woman chief minister at the helm of affairs, and it is down to business from tomorrow, because, yes, the opposition, the Aam Aadmi Party, is watching. The Congress, well, will sit it out this time. Most of the criticism will come from outside the assembly because they have no one inside the assembly. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on the debate number 1 on the